the blue economy sector has a lot of potential. And this potential can be implemented by different agencies in government. And therefore, we found it necessary to bring together all our agencies so that we can have seamless implementation of the key functions. As already mentioned to you, we have key projects that are very key in inspiring the economy in the blue space. The Shimoni port, which is also very key for fish processing. The Liwatoni fish ecosystem and hub. And we also have another one in Lamu. So these are critical projects that are already ongoing. They are at different phases of implementation. And each of the agencies that we brought together here has a responsibility in making sure that we are able to succeed. The other key important issue is the issue of making sure that we have the necessary policy and regulatory framework to guide the operations of each of the agencies. And therefore, it became very important for us as two ministries to meet together and identify the issues of common concern so that we can be able now to move in as one. We really would like to assure Kenyans that the blue economy sector and the Indian Ocean in particular has a lot of potential to grow the economy of our country. And it is in that respect that we have decided to make sure that we bring together the agencies so that we can reap maximum benefits. We have also directed the working group to begin work immediately so that the technical issues, the operational issues that are of concern can begin to be addressed. We also discussed even the possibility of inspiring the shipyard so that it can accommodate more. So those are some of the ideas that we are working in, because currently all the vessels plying the Indian Ocean, their maintenance is only in Dubai and the United Arab Emirates in Dubai. So it means Kenya has an opportunity also to establish a dry docking facility. So those are some of the things that going forward we would like to see happening. In Liwatoni, we would like to make sure that it comes to function in the next 6 months. So there are a number of areas that KPA has to work together with fisheries so that we can be able to realize that dream. Because we have reviewed the entire strategy in Liwatoni, so that then Liwatoni is not a government facility, but it is also going to be an arena where the private sector and government will work together to ensure that fisheries can have a new shape, and it can also inspire our economy. So I think going forward we'll be updating you, but these are a number of projects that we have. VAMP, the Kenya National Shipping Line. So if you are not seeing them before, you will see them now. Yeah. Because part of what has also been decentralized to them is to clear all government cargo as part of their function. And we have already issued that directive and circular to all ministries so that the government cargo is cleared through the Kenya National Shipping Line.
We came together to discuss ways of especially developing the infrastructure for exploiting the fisheries potential in this country, especially in Liwatoni, Mukoe, and Shimoni. That is an area that the President gave a directive that we must quickly work together to make sure that the infrastructure is provided. The Kenya Ports Authority is taking the lead insofar as they're working on the infrastructure is concerned, and the Kenya Maritime, Ministry of Blue Economy, the Fisheries Department particularly, and the Maritime departments are also working on how to make sure that that sector has grown. And for us at KPA, we were also concerned about the role of the Maritime Academy, the Bandari Maritime Academy, insofar as training and capacity building of our staff here. Remember that BMA used to be operated initially as a department of the port. And so we're now working together to see how best this institution can still serve the port, but also serve now new areas, especially on the issues of seafarers and the matters related to the shipping line. We are confident that working together under one government approach policy, we will make sure that the various agencies in our two ministries are going to deliver on the bottom-up economic transformation agenda that is being spearheaded by the President of the Republic of Kenya. As a result of this meeting, we have established a working group. This is a working group that will bring together the PSS, the four principal secretaries. That's the principal secretary in charge of fisheries, the principal secretary that is in charge of maritime affairs, and the principal secretary for transport. So the three principal secretaries that are directly relating to the agencies that we are talking about here, and also bring together the four managing directors and CEOs of the four agencies, that is the Kenya Ports Authority, Kenya Maritime Authority, Kenya National Shipping Line, and Bandari Maritime Academy. All these CEOs and the three PSS are going to establish a working group that will look into policy, regulations, and modalities of operation that will enable us to seamlessly deliver on the agenda as directed by the President. Whether one will use a lorry or SGR now, the factors will not be by force. That person will not have been forced by the government of Kenya. It will be now other economic factors, which include the cost of transport and so forth. And since an announcement was made, the number of lorries that have used the number of businesses that have used lorries to carry their goods have increased. But it is not reached the initial stage before SGR, because SGR is more competitive. But where SGR lacks a competitive edge is inability to give last mile transport when the goods reach Nairobi or Naivasha. That is where the lorries are taking advantage by carrying the goods direct from here to the customer, to the customer's door. That is where the lorries are taking advantage. And I want to request the stakeholders in the transport sector, particularly the lorries, to take advantage of the last mile solutions for the customers and make that one their competitive edge. It becomes their competitive edge.